All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the first installment of the first video ever of what we're going to call the portfolio challenge, or, it's basically we're going to build a stock portfolio and run it for as long as you guys want to run it and see how high we can run up and how profitable we could be. Okay, so this is episode 1. So we got to set up what we're doing here. So we got to pick what kind of account type we want to use. So I don't want to get into the weeds with every single possible one. I could leave links in the description, or if people ask for different things, I can kind of leave links with different things for you to look into. But there's a bunch of types of trading accounts, just regular standard brokerage account. But I think I want to use the traditional IRA for this purpose, and the major reason why I like it is because it's a tax deductible account. It reduces your taxable income. Okay, the downfall or the only restriction is, unlike a regular brokerage account where you can put an endless amount of money in at any time, a traditional IRA, with the benefits you get, there is some limitations. You can only put in a max contribution of $7,000 a year. For a lot of people, they're like, hey, I can't even afford $7,000. That's fine. I didn't think about putting in more than $7,000 a year. So it's $7,000 a year for anybody under 50 years old. If you're over 50 years old, you can put a max of $8,000 in a year. There's other restrictions that apply. I won't get into the weeds. It's really easy to look this up. Traditional IRA. There's some things that would limit certain people from being able to do this. One in particular is you're a high income earner and you make, I don't remember what the number is, but it's well over, I believe, $100,000 a year, single person. It's well above that for if you file jointly, a married couple, all that stuff. Some people aren't going to apply, but most people apply. Okay, put it that way. My favorite part of using a traditional IRA is that when you buy a stock and you sell it for a profit, there's no taxable event. You get to keep the entirety of the profit that you made. Okay, and you might be like, "What? How's that?" Well, it's a retirement account. Traditional IRA is an individual retirement account. It's meant for you to use in retirement. But the reason why I absolutely love it is it doesn't, you're not restricted to only withdrawing funds during retirement age. You can withdraw funds at any time. Okay. So that's why I like it. It's very versatile. And I like the fact that if I need to pull money out of my IRA for whatever I want before retirement, I can do it. You just pay the taxes and a 10% penalty. Okay. Other than that, if you're not pulling funds out of the IRA and you're just buying and selling stock and leaving the proceeds in the IRA, you pay no taxes. And it's absolutely amazing. Think about if you had let's just make a number so you can really understand what's going on here. Say you have a $30,000 gain. If you have around a 30 or so tax bracket, you're in a 30% tax bracket, you're going to have to fork over like $9,000, $10,000 in taxes traditionally under a normal brokerage account. In this one, you don't have to. So you can just reinvest it. So just think about that $9,000 to $10,000 that you would normally give to the government. You can keep that and reinvest that. Now think of that multiplied many times over. You could just keep all that money that you normally would have to fork over in taxes and just grow and grow and grow and grow. I think it's a great, maybe I'll do a video on, it's kind of very detailed, but if I did another video with some graphics, you can kind of realize that if you're going to be very successful in investing in the stock market, it's probably beneficial to use this IRA account because you can just keep reinvesting what you normally would be paying the government in taxes. And if you were to withdraw some funds out, it would be far less impactful for you just to pay the taxes on that amount you would want to withdraw, plus the 10% penalty. So there you go. Like I said, I don't want to get this. I kind of got in the weeds there, but I don't really want to get in the weeds with all of these videos and stuff like that. But, this is the first one, so we have to kind of set the ground rules. This is not as fun as when we're actually building a portfolio, which I think we'll do next video. But, you got to set the ground rules so everybody knows what's going on here. All right, the last thing I'm going to get into in this video, I want input from you guys. I just couldn't think of a best way to do this, so I said to myself, why not multiple portfolios? Maybe the first portfolio being starting with a straight $1,000 and trying to grow it. I think that one right there would be very, would best simulate a lot of new investors that may want to learn. It's more realistic. Like a lot of people just don't have, thousands and thousands of dollars to start investing. So I think that do one portfolio starting with like $1,000, but also, this is here for you guys to learn. So you're really limited when you're limited with your capital that you have available. So maybe I'll do a second portfolio where it's the 5 stocks that I previously brought up onto the channel from start to where they are now. Have that portfolio, like a running portfolio, like I said, of what I've already talked about. And then maybe a third portfolio with an unlimited amount of money. I'm not talking about like we're going to put $1 million in, and not like that. Something more reasonable where, I don't know what the dollar amount will be. We'll start off with, but I don't want to be limited to, well, we can't buy this other opportunity that I think is absolutely amazing because we don't have any funds. Like I want the third portfolio to be one where every time I think there's a great opportunity, we will be investing in it. I'm going to bring it forward. And then we'll just track how well we're doing. So this is the time where if you guys in the comment section can kind of just give me your input. I just want, the input from someone else's perspective, someone that's starting out. I can't put myself in those shoes because I've been doing this for so long. So like I can only think of, the stuff that I'm thinking of, and it might not be, I might be overlooking something that you guys, have questions on. So here's the opportunity in the comments section to just throw out ideas so that I can consider, so that we can make the best portfolio possible, so that it could be simulated and it could be as useful to everyone as it possibly can. Like I said, if I were to go and say, we got $1 million portfolio, let's just start buying all these stocks. Like it's great and everything, but I think there's some value in starting it from like $1,000. A typical like average person saying, I'm just starting out, I got $1,000. Maybe you only have $100 to start off with, but something more reasonable so that it's more realistic and you could follow along and hopefully learn. So like I said, I'll have like multiple portfolios so that we can maximize all the benefits of what I have to offer. We're not limited to one. We'll have many so that we can ultimately have the flexibility to have, to be able to do anything we want to do. So there you go. We'll leave it right there. Like I said, this was just laying the ground rules of the portfolio. So not as fun as the next video where we're going to start building the portfolio and beyond. So like I said, just let me know in the comments anything that I should consider so that we can make this the most educational, the most fun, the most realistic. So there you go. I just want to say, absolutely love every single one of you guys, the interest in the channel. I'm really excited to do this portfolio challenge, if you will. I don't know if it's a challenge. It's not like, it's a challenge. We're going to basically build a portfolio and see how successful we can be at it. So you can follow along. Like I said, this is educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I know some people may be like, well, I'm going to do exactly what you're doing. That's fine. Just, let it be known that you're making this decision you're making the decision by yourself to do this. Like I said, not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. But a lot of the stocks that we're going to be purchasing in the future are stuff that I'm going to be purchasing myself. So I'm just sharing what I'm doing. Like I said, ultimately it comes down to you guys and how you guys use this information. So like I said, we're going to have a lot of fun, and we'll just leave it right there. And I'll talk to you guys next time.